The Kansas City Chiefs absolutely smoked the Detroit Lions 30-17, having complete control of the game. And Patrick Mahomes just entered the MVP discussion. No, I'm not saying he's number one yet, but Patrick Mahomes has definitely entered the MVP discussion. So far this season, 14 total touchdowns, only 2 turnovers. That's incredible. Yes, they're 3-3, but I just think they're going to get some more wins after they beat the Lions the way that they did it. And Mahomes was just doing Mahomes stuff. He was running around in circles. He was finding every alley. He's throwing crazy passes. He's running. He's taking off. By the way, he's also ran for over 60 yards twice this season. He's got 3 rushing touchdowns, which I included in the TD numbers. But Mahomes has been going off, and that was impressive. 4 touchdowns, 0 picks, 289 total yards against the Lions. No, the Lions defense isn't great, but they needed him to do it. They have no run game, and all they have really is Travis Kelce, who's older, and Xavier Worthy, and some guys who are solid. But he's making it work, and they just cooked them. And we've kind of seen them. I mean, he did have the play, right? You got to point it out. He did have the play that lost that Jags game, but he was amazing against the Jaguars, who we've seen are really good to great defense. So Mahomes has been impressive all season. And really what happened, I mean, just a couple of moments. The 4th and 3 throw to Worthy for a huge touchdown. That was big, just getting him the ball. And, I mean, that's the late second quarter, early third quarter. They just hit the gas on the Lions. They just hit the accelerator, and the Lions didn't know what to do, and they couldn't stop anything. So that was impressive stuff for the Chiefs to do to that team, to the Lions, who a lot of people, myself included, thought had a case to be the best team in football. Now, a little altered. They can't be the good team right now, but definitely in the discussion. That defense against the number 1 scoring offense in the league, that defense made critical stops in big moments. They weren't perfect, but the Lions are going to move the ball on you. Lions are pretty good. But once they got the lead, this was the first time all season that we've seen the Chiefs pass rush kind of shut things down, that we've seen Chris Jones and how big of an impact he can have. He was moving people. They did a good job of pointing it out. Bolton flying in there, hitting basically off of Chris Jones, just creating double team blocks. That run game not being as crazy as we've seen before. Holding the Lions to under 100 rushing yards, that's really impressive in among itself. So it was everything impressive, right? The offense, Mahomes, you saw them flying, and defensively, we definitely had questions, and I still have some. One thing is golf is golf is a statue, and the one thing that they've struggled with, specifically against the Jags and Herbert to some degree as well, have been running quarterbacks and kind of the speed from the DN position to catch those guys and the linebackers to track them down. But against a team that just has to function in the pocket, they absolutely destroyed the Lions, and the Lions who think of themselves as the bullies, as the tough team in the NFL. So that was very impressive. And they held Amara down. Amara only 45 yards, no touchdowns for him. So impressive to do that to Amara as well in that case, because we've seen Amara cook defenses all year, really across the league. So great job out of the Chiefs, really, on those two ends. And at the end of the game, Travis Kelce, toward the end, toward the third quarter, you started seeing Travis Kelce's impact, and he was huge. Led the team in receiving yards with 78. Big first downs every time they needed him. Got a huge PI. Did he cry for it a little bit? But whatever, he got the flag. And that led to a touchdown as well. on a 3rd and long. So he's clearly, they just needed some help around him, so you can't quite key in on him as much. But just, we know it. He just makes up, him and Mahomes just make up their own plays out there, and it's very hard to defend because he's got this much space this way, this much space this way, and nobody knows where he's about to go except Mahomes, I guess, in the middle of the play. So that connection is still there, and Travis, especially now looking forward with Rashee Rice back, now you have an actual number 1 wide receiver. You have Worthy, you have these other guys, and now you have Travis. They might not even need the run game, even though it was solid against the Lions, 51 rushing yards for Pacheco, and you know, they man, Chiefs running backs, when they get 6 yards, they will let you know with a celebration. It's crazy. But one thing that as well is clear, that offensive line has been completely solidified. Mahomes had all day most of the time, and now he knows it. He's not rushing anything now. He's kind of trusting it, chilling, running when necessary, but really just picking his spots. And when you get a protected Mahomes, some weapons around him, and your defense can stop the number 1 offense, the Chiefs definitely have an argument for being the best team in the NFL. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please watch some of the other videos on the site. I've created a playlist with each and every football team, and every week we will be going over those games. I'm really loving this, enjoying it, and hoping you guys are as well. Of course, like, subscribe, and if anyone wants to sponsor, we're looking for Lumia Sports Productions is looking for sponsors. Shout us out. We will shout you out during the video. Thank you guys again for watching. Have a great day. Enjoy.